and welcome back to the Clear Mind Podcast. And we have a special guest with us. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. I'm Kiara.
Hey. Okay, what's the topic of today, y'all?
So, the topic of today will be the effect that social media has on your mental health. And I think, how are y'all feeling about today's episode?
I'm very excited to be talking about this because this is very important, especially for our generation. Well, for all generations, because everybody is on social media now. There's so many new apps, so many ways to express yourself on social media, and it takes up so much of your time. So it's very important to know how is that impacting your life? What effects do they have on your life and your mental health? So
I agree. Okay.
Okay, so, Kiara, how do you feel?
You got anything to say about that?
I think this is a very good topic. Especially since I'm kind of taking a break from social media now too, because of mental health reasons. So I think I can talk a little bit more about this topic too. So I think this was a good episode to jump in on.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And I think that the first thing we should really discuss is online validation. Because I think that plays a huge role in the effects that social media has on you, the online validation part of it.
It definitely do. We all like validation. That's the reason why most of us post on social media to get them comments, to get them likes. If we don't get enough likes, we might delete our post, or we might feel like, oh, maybe we didn't look good in this picture, or like maybe our outfit didn't look good, or maybe I'm not really cute, or whatever. We want validation. That's why we post those pictures and be on all these apps.
And maybe we don't have anyone physically there, but we know like social media is a quick way to get a lot of attention from a lot of people.
Yeah, strangers too.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even post on social media because I don't care about online validation. Like I don't care about other people. I mean, I care about other people's opinions, but on social media, like I don't go in there I go in there to look at other stuff. Like I don't go in there to post myself. So the
That's
validation
good.
part doesn't affect me. And like I mean, it does. Like what other people post does influence me, but not to the point where I'm like, okay, I need to do this because everybody is doing it. Like I do the opposite. Like I'll try to stay away from stuff just because everybody's doing it. Because like, why do you want to be like everybody else?
That's
That's good.
point. Yeah. And I feel like that online validation comes in many different forms. And some signs that you are looking for online validation is like checking your posts, checking your stories, seeing how many likes or comments that you get in, and equating that your likes and comments to how people really feel about you in real life. And I feel like sometimes it's not about how many people like your post, because you, like they said, some people may be taking a break from social media so they don't see your post, and your post probably just didn't get to like a main for you page or something, and that does not equate to the way you look or how people feel about you. And I feel like that's something people definitely need to realize.
I will say though, even though I don't post, um, social media still does have a very negative effect on my mental health, only because of the things that I see. I don't know why, because I tell other people this too, and they say they don't see the things that I do. But I know every time I get on, well, not every time, but when I get on TikTok or Instagram or Twitter, it's always something about people killing or people dying. Just a lot of things going on, and like I just feel every time I see stuff like that, I always feel so sad and I feel so bad. So that's the reason why I took a break from social media, because I know bad things are going to happen, and I know that we should keep ourselves up to date with things that are going on in the world. But I don't want to see that every single day or every single time I get on there. So I'd just rather stay off of it altogether. And I don't really care. I mean, I'll go look at other people's stuff, but I'm not go like I don't comment on other people's things either. Like I just really go on there just to look, just to kind of be nosy. But like at the end of the day, I don't care. Like I'm not about to go talk about nobody. I'm not. I mean, if I see something good or positive that you did in your life, I'm gonna say congratulations or happy birthday or something. But I'm not gonna go in there and post nothing negative like, ew, why she did that to her body or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. Like if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I'm just going there, look, and then get off.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm definitely one of those people that, and I don't try to, but I'm definitely one of those people that's gonna say something, I'm definitely one of those unfiltered people. But I would never comment that because I know that if somebody was commenting on me, I'm boohoo crying. So I would never comment that on somebody online thing. And I feel like that's another thing people need to look at about how you feel that it's okay to like comment on other people's things publicly. It's one thing if you say it to yourself or like in private, like, oh no, why would they? It's
That's
one
not,
thing
that's
like
still
that.
not okay.
I feel like
Okay,
it's no
it's not.
reason to either. Like if you don't
Yeah.
like it or you don't agree,
Yeah.
just
Just
scroll.
leave.
Yeah, but sometimes you would just have an opinion, which is it comes automatic, which it just come out like it come out real quick, and you be like, "Ooh, why would I say that?" But that's why.
I think that also goes into like when people talk before they think. Like,
Yeah,
I it's a good thing and a bad thing. Like I always think about what I'm gonna say next. Like I don't just say stuff off the top of my head unless I'm mad. But even when I'm mad, like I still take time to think about what I'm gonna say. So I think that's why I don't comment on people's stuff. One, because I don't care. Like why do I need to leave a comment? Like
I be scared of getting attacked. I would never leave a hateful comment because I know they're gonna come for me quick.
You should be scared to leave a hateful comment because why would you do that?
Exactly.
No, look, even though like even if I wasn't afraid, I would still never leave that comment because I know how I feel if I was to get that comment. So I feel like it's not really my place to even think to comment something like that on somebody's account publicly. It's one thing to think it yourself, but then to like publicly do it to try to like humiliate them or something. I would never do something like that. But at the same time, I feel like it just comes automatic. Like sometimes I have no right to judge. I'm not even gonna pretend I do because nobody is allowed to judge other than God. But sometimes it comes automatic. You know, it's just an automatic thought, and then I immediately regret it because I'm like, oh, I'm trying to be a good person. I can't do stuff like this. So it's something like that.
I get the thoughts. I do have thoughts about people. Like if I see an outfit I don't like, I just be like, oh, I don't like that. But I'm not gonna go in there and say I don't like that. Okay, nobody cares if you like it or not. They posted it because they wanted to post the outfit. Yeah. But I mean, I see this a lot on like the shade room. I need to stay off of that one too because that's
the shade room
very toxic. But I see it a lot on the shade room, and I think they do post stuff to bait people and to get those kind of comments. But it's just so many negative and hateful and spiteful people. I don't think they're necessarily like that, but it's just the comments that they leave are like that, and I just don't understand why. Like, why do you feel the need to go on somebody's post and say this stuff? Like,
I think they get engagement too. Like once you comment underneath those real popular, they get likes and stuff, and people to comment with them. Yeah,
because you want people to agree with what you're saying. You trying to be funny to the point where people are gonna then interact with your comment, and you get more popularity and validation from other people from that. And I feel like that's a good thing that you mentioned because it's natural for humans to crave validation. It's an automatic thing from an early age. You crave validation, whether it's from a teacher, from a parent. That's why you be like, "Mama, look what I can do. Daddy, look what I can do." That's why you do stuff like that because you crave the validation from an outside person, and that can be both a good thing and a bad thing. But when it comes to online, you're gonna get different types. Some people are gonna be there to be negative towards you. You're gonna get all types of comments, both negative and positive. So you need to try to find a balance in between the two. Because if you don't, that's when it starts to turn into the toxic, harmful social media thing.
I think you actually shouldn't seek validation from strangers. I'll say strangers at all. Like, why are you posting to hear what other people have to say about you? Just post for yourself. Post for just so you can have something to look back on. I don't know. Use social media for something other than what other people have to say about you or other people think about you.
Yeah, but I feel like low self-esteem is one of the reasons that people really do that. Sometimes it's people closest to you that's going to be negative. So that's probably why they'll probably post on social media and get an outsider's validation or point of view on it, and they might boost their comments up and be like, "Oh, you look so good. Okay, this is a very good picture. You look so pretty," something like that.
What if it's something that's negative?
And if that's where the toxic part comes in. Right, you never know what type of comment you're going to get.
So don't go to social media for that at all.
That's true. You shouldn't go to social media for it, but I feel like sometimes people feel like they have no other way.
Outlet.
Yeah, they have no other outlet to get their validation that they feel and want.
And that's the problem with social media. We do have a real life. We have a real life outside of social media. You can go to places outside, a coffee shop, or go on a walk, and somebody might compliment you. But there's also that effect that social media had on real life, where people don't give compliments in real life anymore. They might rather see it on the screen than heart it or drop a comment rather than actually tell this person in real life. Like, say for instance, she just posted a picture over there, and I'm not gonna tell her in real life, "Oh, girl, you look good," but now I'm on the phone and I see it, I'm dropping a heart, and I'm still not saying nothing to her. She's sitting right next to me. I'm still not saying anything. Like, that's what social media. That's the effect social media have on people. They rather do stuff that's online, like a comment, than tell people in real life. So I do see why.
Oh, another good example is have you seen, like, it probably was a while ago, but on TikTok it was a trend where there was like, gee, he looks so good, could somebody find his number or find his social,
and
like you right there, go up to that person. Yeah,
literally recording them.
Go up and ask them yourself.
What was it?
I fell in love with somebody that I don't even know it. Yeah.
And another thing is when you find yourself comparing yourself to other people online.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, that comparison hit different, y'all. You is not supposed to compare yourself to other people. You're not supposed to compare where you at, how you look, how you act, none of those things, because every person is different. You don't know how they got there. You don't know how they got to look how they look. You really got to stop comparing yourself to other people, because it doesn't matter how that person looks or acts. That's not you. Every person is different. And there are many different ways where you can stop comparing yourself. But I feel like the first step is definitely self-care and self-love. Do you guys, like, what is self-love to y'all?
Well, first I want to touch on that topic about comparing yourself. Like, there's nothing that's ever good coming out of comparing yourself. It's very detrimental. Like, even if you compare yourself to somebody who you feel is less than you, you're like, oh, I'm doing better than this person, so I'm doing good. No, that's not how things work. You don't know what that person has going on in their life. And remember, especially on social media, people show you what they want you to see. You don't know everything in that person's life from a post. I don't care if they post every hour of the day. You still don't know what they do outside of social media. So why would you compare yourself to somebody you don't even know?
That's
or even
true.
Somebody in your life. I don't know. I don't even know what my sisters really do in their life, and we live in the same house. So I'm not ever comparing myself to nobody else. Okay, I'm lying. I do sometimes. Like, it's easier said than done. I sometimes have those comparisons. I compare myself and may feel down about myself, but like I'm saying, it's never a good thing. I'm trying to stop that. It's very detrimental. Nothing good ever comes for that. Ever.
Ooh, I see it a lot on TikTok. It'd be like very young adults already having everything figured out, and I'm like, dang, like I should be doing something too. And you can see other people underneath the comments relating. But like, you still in high school, you don't have to have a car, a whole apartment and stuff. Like, you just gotta, you know, detox yourself away from social media,
or use it as motivation. I said nothing good comes from comparisons, but it can motivate you to reach those goals, to have goals for yourself, to do more. So maybe using this as motivation is a good thing about comparing, but still just don't compare yourself to other people. We all have different plans. Like, God have different plans for all of us, and he go use what we have, what we got. Not trying to change us to somebody else. He go use us where we at.
Okay.
You got anything to say?
I will admit that I am guilty of comparing myself to people, and that is another reason why I took a break from social media. And like how we were talking this morning during our Bible study, and I was saying, like, I feel like a failure because I do see a lot of people my age or even older than me or younger than me. They already, like, I still live at home with my mom and my sisters. I mean, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that because I'm saving money. But still, I do want my own space, and I feel like I do need to be in a position to be prepared to move out and be in my own place. Be able to take care of myself.
She was talking to me.
I do have a car, but I just feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be right now, and that does come from a lot of comparing myself to other people that I see in real life and on social media. So I do need to work on that.
I feel like we just all need to learn how to love ourselves. Yeah. And the first
I'm not saying I don't love myself.
Yeah, but loving yourself comes in many different forms. Of course, on the surface level, you might think, or you might really feel, okay, yeah, of course I love myself. I'm this beauty. I'm this and that and the third. But then again, when you compare yourself, you equate your self worth to less than of what you really are.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I would say having gratitude, because a lot of people can't say like I have a family member I can live with or stay with, but you do.
Exactly.
So
You
that's
have
something you
people to
can be
turn
I
to.
am
grateful
grateful.
for.
I am.
Yeah.
I am very grateful for the life that I have. Like every time I pray, I tell God like I'm very grateful for my family. I'm very grateful for my life. I know everything comes in time. Like there's a plan for everything. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna get what you're supposed to have when that time comes. So I'm not rushing. I just see like it's like you see something in the store that you really want. Like you be like, oh, I really want that, but you don't have money for it. It's y'all get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that, but like I'm not rushing. It's just like, oh, it'll be nice to have that, but I'm fine with just going with the flow right now and enjoying the journey. Like it's not what they say. Like it's not
about the end results. It's about the journey to get there.
something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not about the climb. It's not about the. It's always gonna be another mountain.
They say
It's okay.
but yeah, kind of like that. Like I'm just trying to enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, because I'm still at school right now and everything, trying to get my degree, my master's degree. But yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy it because I know like after this time passed, I'm gonna be like, dang, I should have like enjoyed my
Live in the
time while I was
moment.
doing it. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I was back at that time. I wish I was still in school instead of working and all this stuff. So I'm trying to enjoy everything now, even though a lot of stuff is stressing me out and irritating me.
You just have
But
to be kind to yourself.
I know there's like good things in it too. So I'm trying to like find those good things and just focus on that instead of all the negativity, and the things that I don't have.
Yeah.
That reminds me of this. It was this meme or this picture that I seen of, everybody likes to say I'm chasing the bag or I'm trying to get to the bag. Like people are so busy on chasing this bag that I don't want to say they never gonna reach, but obviously this bag is steadily moving, and you you putting all your focus on chasing this bag, you missing everything that you're leaving behind or that you're passing
Right
up.
in front
Like
of
you
you at
passing
the
up,
moment.
right? You passing up experiences, you passing up spending time with people who actually care about you because you too focused on trying to get to this bag. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
by chasing that bag, you might be missing the money that's supposed to be building up that bag. Another thing, which is why you're supposed to focus on the journey. Enjoy their journey. Enjoy your time there. Be kind to yourself. Forgive yourself. Of course, you're gonna mess up sometimes. It's only human. Forgive yourself and keep it pushing. Push your P. That's what they say, y'all.
Okay.
Push your P. Push your P.
Okay.
pushing positivity.
Yeah. And that P stands for positivity. P stands for patience. P stands for forgiveness. Okay, guys. And one thing I want to say is there are many types of self-love, but the four main types would be self-awareness, which means looking inside of yourself, finding what you really want. Self-worth. Do not equate what you have to what others have, because you're just as worthy as the next person. Self-esteem. Again, do not equate your likes and your comments to how people feel about you in real life. Do not let what nobody say get you down, because at the end of the day, you are you and you always are going to be you. And self-care. Take the time to eliminate all those stressors that's in your life and just really take the time to lay back, calm down, relax, smoke a little cigarette, do what you gotta do. You never know. Smoke your little cigarette, enjoy your little glass of wine, roll you up a blunt. You never know.
What your age do?
This girl she just
Talk about roll a blunt.
Okay.
If you my age, read a book, listen to some BTS.
You do that anybody.
Bangtan
Say no
style.
to drugs. Say no to
You right.
Yeah,
Say no
no.
to drugs, kids.
What?
I'm just trying to.
What are we promoting on
No,
this
I'm
channel?
trying to reach all. I'm trying to reach all people. Some people might need a cigarette to calm their nerves.
No.
You never know.
That's making it worse because they have to depend on
Oh,
that.
that's true. That's true.
Go to God.
Rewind,
That's all I'm gonna say.
Turn to God. Turn to God.
Okay.
I know you might be thinking, oh, turn to God. God, God forgives all. God sees all, and God will always have a plan. Even if you might step outside that plan, God will always make you turn right back on that path. Trust and believe. Amen.
Right.
Because my God is amazing. That's all I know. Now let's talk about that self-discipline.
Right now, I think we what was the topic again?
Online validation.
Right. So now that we've talked about online validation, we hit some very good points.
I'm sorry, some people might need a little cig. Y'all, it's only normal.
Not a little cig.
I be seeing people smoke a little cigs. They be tapping that foot.
Okay, so now that we talked about online validation and seeking that, I think it's important to talk about the blurred lines between personal and online identity. So it's getting harder to tell where our real life self ends versus where our online self begins. Mm-hmm. This is because people don't recognize that something should be left private and like you have a real life personality and then an online personality. What do y'all think about that?
I agree because some things should definitely be kept intimate and between you and yourself. And while some things you might think that you should share with the public, and that's okay, but some things is certainly for yourself, so you can process it better.
Yeah, I agree too. Like, if you posting any and everything, you can't be mad if somebody bring up something and be like, "Whoa, you showed us." Like, yeah, that's all I have to say for that.
I also agree. Yeah, like how people get mad when people. I mean, I know people like I don't understand when people comment things that they do, but at the same time, if you post something on the internet, it's for the world to see. Like what you post on the internet is gonna stay on the internet forever. So once you put something on there, you should be ready to see and hear and find negative things, positive things, just things that you don't want to see. Because if you are seeking that validation, approval, you gotta know that bad things are gonna come with that. So yeah, and I think that you should not post any and everything. Like, why do people have to see you? I don't know, taking a bath or something. Like,
Yeah,
keep that private. Nobody want to see you in the shower or in the bathtub.
Okay, so I want to touch on what Kiara said about people. You should be expecting people to leave negative comments. I think that's also an important topic to hit on. Something that's very important to this topic of blurred lines because people who post those negative comments, they'll never say those things in real life. Like they recognize that there's a line between online personality and then real life personalities. Although, what do they call that? The digital footprint. Digital footprints are real. They're very real. People should not be leaving them negative comments so they can be pulled back up or tracked back to you. But they realize that they can say anything they want, or they think that they can say anything they want online because it's not their real life, or nobody go address them in real life. But there's some people who think what I say on social media I can also say in real life, or what I do in social media I'm doing in real life as well. That's those blurred lines we're talking about. You need to realize that there's a certain way you present yourself online, and then, or wait, am I saying that wrong? I think you should act the same way. How you present yourself in real life is the way you present yourself online.
Yes.
Or
you should keep the same. Yeah, you should keep the same personality. And I think that really goes back to your self-discipline. So yeah, you need to be able to control your feelings and yourself, and overcome your own weaknesses.
Okay, I think it's different for me because I'm I honestly could say I act different online versus how I act in real life. I feel more free online, or when I can post myself and nobody see it. I have like a page where I post any everything on social media. It's private because that's the way I express myself versus real life. Like I'm more cool, calm, and collected in real life, like nonchalant, if you will, in real life. I don't really express my personality or show my personality in real life just because people perceive you. I don't like the way that people perceive you in real life or what people might think. So I'm just more private. But I also want to express myself, so I do it privately on social media where nobody can see it. That's me. So the way I act on online, or even when people can see my public page, what people can see is different than how I act in real life. I know it sounds weird, but it's not a negative thing. It's just that's what I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, I think it's kind of backwards to me actually. Like in real life, I'm like, I'm just like very, how do I put it? Active, I guess. And how do I say it?
Free.
Yeah.
Free spirited.
In real life, I'm very free spirited, especially when I'm comfortable. When I'm comfortable, I am very free spirited. But online, I try to like keep a certain image as this nonchalant person. If you see me online, I am nonchalant, okay? In person, you will definitely see that I am not nonchalant at all. You will always know what I'm thinking. So yeah.
Recently, I haven't been doing much, so if you want to see me in person.
I think my online personality is the same as in real life. I am nonchalant, so like that shows because I don't post things. Like if I do post things, I got one picture from my birthday last year, and that's it. And I'll post them. Like I just posted my sister's graduation, yesterday, but that's it. I'm probably not gonna post again for another like 6 months or a year or something. um, cause like I really don't care. Like I don't know. Like I don't even know why I have a social media. I need to delete it, but I just like to go in there and see what's other people doing, what's going on in the world, and I get off. So.
Okay, so I like what you said, like you don't know why you have social media, but now I think it's important that we talk about the importance of taking a break from social media, even just like taking a break from your phone. So, it has a lot of benefits, not only mentally, but physically, like having a phone and always on it 24/7 can strain your eyes. Um, and we know.
It affects your posture too, because you're always
Oh
looking
yeah.
down. That's why
Hunch
people have
down.
bad necks, bad backs.
Then I bet y'all just fixed y'all posture right now.
Even your fingers, they
Yeah,
say
your
like
pinky.
yes, they say you need to
Yeah.
bend.
I got
Like
a dent in
in the
my pinky,
future.
y'all. That shows you how
No,
much
they
I be
say
on
in
my
the
phone.
future we're gonna mutate to where we're not gonna even have pinkies anymore because people are always using them.
Wow.
And it's not gonna be a need.
Yeah, I
For
try
it.
to always
I
adjust
got
and
like
put
a
my
dent
pinky
for where
behind my
I
phone.
mean, I don't
to
know
my
if that's
phone
true
be
or
hanging.
not.
What do
I
pinky do?
heard
Because it
It's
holds
like
the phone
it
when you
holds
go like
it.
this,
Yeah.
you put it
Who
underneath
hold
like
their
that.
phone like that?
I do
Everybody,
sometimes.
look.
Let me see.
You hold the phone like
I
that.
hold the phone like this.
Oh. I hold my phone
Wait,
like
no, I do
that.
kind of hold it like that. Yeah, because it's easy.
I try to
scroll.
change the
Sometimes
way
I
I
do
hold
like
my
that.
phone now because I'm like, I don't want to lose my pinky.
Yeah,
I'm
me
not gonna
too.
lose it. Well,
Mhm.
I hope not. I pray I don't.
Yeah.
While I'm alive, but they say I'm. You gonna probably have to look it up, but I seen that humans are not gonna need the pinky anymore, and we're probably gonna be like four fingered hands
That's
or
Finger
weird.
something.
Yep.
So yeah, it definitely affects your physical being.
I think we use our
That's
pinky
like
for
some.
other things, so like.
Yeah, I use my pinky for a
But I
lot.
think that's because we're on the topic of always on your phone. So of course you always on your phone. You're not using it. So I swear,
Yeah.
put that phone down, touch grass, touch stuff in real life.
Mhm.
Use that pinky.
I don't think you need like
I think you need
You definitely
all.
a
You
pinky.
need
Yeah, every
everything.
you need
finger
it
is
to look
support.
Like
good.
you need every
Do
toe. Like
yeah.
if your
You
pinky
lose
toe,
your balance.
if you don't have a
Yeah.
pinky toe, you have a
You gonna
limp.
balance your arm.
Yes, you do. Like,
Girl, you still gonna be able to walk.
imagine trying to do stuff like, look at that. I need my pinky. Like, you see,
You could drink. You could.
it's
I
just
don't need
not
my
the
pinky
same. It's just
because I
not
hold
the
my
same.
pinky up when I drink some cups anyway.
How you
I
gonna give
don't.
somebody a high five? It's gonna be
Right,
called
a
a
high
high four.
four.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh my
Look at
goodness.
it.
that's not together. I mean,
You
that's
just
not.
gain skills in the other
It don't
fingers.
look right.
Well, because you know you have 5 fingers.
I just don't feel it. It don't feel the same.
Because you still have your pinky.
Now I feel powerfully motivated when I high fiving. It won't be
You feel
called the
powerfully
same.
motivated.
It won't even be called the same thing no more.
Girl, do people not even gonna know?
But I'm Cinco, you know? You can't count me.
That's gonna be 1,000 years from now. This stuff don't happen in a year.
Yeah.
Well, stuff does happen in a year, but we ain't
Not
gonna
like
mutate in
that.
a year.
Okay. But some ways it also like you can also improve by taking a break from your phone or social media. It improves sleep, which causes less stress on yourself. It also improves social skills, and that goes with forming deeper connections with people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I guess you just have more time to do stuff you love or learning stuff that you want to do and having time for it.
Yep.
Hmm.
So, and spending too much time online, it can lead to a disconnect from reality, from like what Ray was saying, those personal connections, those friendships. Huh? Yeah, so just don't spend too much time online.
Yeah. So, how can we like if somebody do have like a phone addiction, how can they like take a break from it?
So we have depending on, I don't know if all phones have it, but I know our phone users, they have the screen time Screen time.
Mm-hmm.
What is it called? Screen time alert? No, screen time time lockout.
I don't know.
It locks you out after a certain time amount you spend on apps or a certain time you spend on your phone. It's that you need a passcode to enter it, so you can give that passcode to somebody else
Mm-hmm.
so they can help you cut down that screen time usage. Or you can, if you think you have the self control to know the password yourself, go ahead and do that. But also, when you find yourself meaninglessly scrolling, put the phone down and pick up a book or walk
Yeah.
around, go outside, step
Go for a
outside,
run.
smell
And
the
that
air.
that also may mean like you have a
Right.
fear of missing out on something
Mm-hmm.
when really you just looking through apps and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like you just need to have some preventative discipline.
Mm-hmm. Any thoughts?
I mean, it's gonna take time. Like it's gonna just like how you build that habit. It's gonna take time to break down that habit. So I think you should reinforce yourself or give yourself rewards for every time you do decrease your screen time. So like if you say like I'm only use my phone for 7 hours today instead of 8 hours, and you do use it for 7 hours, you should give yourself like go get some cake or some ice cream or go buy something that you wanted. Whatever is gonna motivate you to continue to do that behavior, you should use that to try to decrease your screen time. And then like eventually you won't even want to be on your phone anymore because you'll be too busy doing whatever it is that you were doing. Motivate yourself. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, food could be dangerous because then you can have a food addiction, but just find what works for you.
Yeah. And I guess I'll also say like keeping yourself busy to where you forget about your phone. Figure out what you love to do outside of being on your phone.
And don't try to do too much at once. Like, don't start off big by trying to like lock your phone in a safe or something. Just try to limit yourself. Just limit the amount of time. If you usually spend 10 hours, like Kiara said, spend 8 hours, or even start small 9 hours and 30 minutes. Even 30 minutes can make a difference.
You definitely can. We talked about this in our
Mm-hmm.
first video, setting those goals that's attainable. Samara just said don't start off big. So if you need to start off small by limiting to yourself 30 seconds less, 30 minutes less, a minute less, go ahead and do that. But if you feel like you can start off big by locking your phone in the safe, do it.
And of course, like if you use your phone for work or like if you get paid to post and everything, do that. But then like when you know you're not working or you just aimlessly scrolling, doing whatever, get off and go do
Turn
something
it
else.
off.
Also, delete the apps. That can help.
Yeah,
Like,
remove distractions.
remove the
Mhm.
distractions. I deleted Instagram, and I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I borrow somebody's phone to get on Instagram, or I use it on my laptop. But that's just because I really do have a fear of
That's
missing out.
insane.
I deleted
Not you deleted
Snapchat
it
and
to
I
you throw your
haven't looked back
No,
at all.
that has
Yeah.
significantly decreased my time on Instagram. But I just go to it because I have a very fear. That's where I get my
A fear of
information from.
missing out.
That's where I get the news from. Like
FOMO.
and I know I need to find other sources, like go to CNN or
No
something.
more
But it's just
FOMO.
easier. They make that stuff easier for you to understand and hear about on social media. It's easy to read, So that's what I use Instagram for now. I don't even post or view people's stories. I strictly go on there for news to hear about what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
For real.
I'm sorry. She said FOMO and I said no more
How do you get rid of fear of missing out? I have a real fear of missing out.
Just know that it's nothing to miss out on.
It is. That's not
social
true.
media is gonna
But
be there
it's
when
not,
you go
though.
back.
You're
That's
gonna
true,
hear it.
You missed the wave. Like, imagine not hearing that your fave died.
Girl,
media.
See, look
Girl.
at that.
Like, what?
That's a real FOMO right there.
I'm sure somebody will let you know.
Yes, they
Yeah.
is gonna let you know. You can easily find that out.
Mm-hmm.
No, you wouldn't find it out unless you Googled it.
Well, he wasn't my favorite, but I wasn't on social media for a while. Then I went on there and I seen that this rapper had died, Jada Youngin. I listened to some of his music and I was like,
That's crazy. No, I was on social media all the time and I kept seeing him popping up with his baby mama, and I'm like,
because I used to always see him.
That's like him and Jordan this, him and Jordan that. And then next thing I know, it said JD, and I was like, oh my goodness, here you go again. Then it said died. I said, what? No, at first it said he was in the hospital. And I was like,
no, I went on there because I was like, okay, let me go catch up on what the shade room was doing. And the being toxic. And then I was like, oh my, like I still can't believe it. He died. I'm like,
I can't believe that Takeoff died. And I was on a social media break when Takeoff died. No. My brother randomly told me, so I guess you can't hear about information from other people, but it was like days after. It was days after I found out that Takeoff died. I was like, but wow. Didn't it hit
I mean, what finding out gonna do?
Find out after everybody else.
You just in the way.
I mean, I know what happened.
I know. It's a conversation starter.
I guess.
You can,
Yeah, you're right. Did you hear? But that's messy.
that's not
That's
messy.
not really
What?
messy.
Current
No, it's
news.
not.
No, yes, it is.
Somebody
not
died.
messy.
It's gossiping.
Death is different.
It's gossiping.
Yeah.
It's not messy.
Was
but it's
I think what's
gossip.
messy is you saw who broke up or something like
Oh
that.
yeah,
Right.
I'm definitely a victim of that.
No, I don't even think that's messy. I think messy is saying you
guilty of
seen what
that.
she posted, she looked a hot mess. I think that's messy. But sharing current events or sharing news, something that happened, I don't think that's messy. I don't think that's gossiping. Maybe I don't know the definition of gossiping, but I just don't think I think gossiping have a negative connotation behind it. That's why I wouldn't consider that gossiping. I don't think saying you see they broke up, like somebody might have had real interest in their relationship. You probably just letting them know that so and so broke up. So
yeah,
I
think it's different.
Gossiping
when you mean
and
it in
being
a negative
messy.
way. Yeah,
it's different.
When you're trying to say, "Did you see they broke up? I knew it was coming." That's gossip.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, social media does have its benefits and it does have the downfalls.
Yeah. But don't let it consume you.
Yes.
Exactly.
Find your balance.
That's also why there's an age range. An age restriction on who can access social media account. Social media websites. So what is it called? Social media apps. Social media apps. But you know, people don't listen.
I don't
to
know. I don't believe in that.
I do.
Age restrictions don't have nothing to do with nothing. You see how
it definitely does.
I'm gossiping.
Here she goes.
There's no reason why anybody under 14 should be on
14 is wild, insane. I feel like anybody under 10. Honestly.
Girl, I didn't have social media until I was like.
Actually, yeah. Let's be honest. 18. I feel like under 14, when you in high school, that's when you need your account. Because, oh my goodness, y'all, my old account still haunts me to this day. I couldn't even spell, and I had a social media account. So I'm on fully
digital footprint.
Digital footprint out there. Yeah, always. So
it's okay.
Let's just go ahead and recap it right quick. Should we?
Yeah. Let's give them a recap.
First thing of realizing that social media can have a bad effect on your mental health is online validation.
Yeah. Yep.
It's also important to recognize when those lines are being blurred between an online personality and then your real life personality.
And it's also important to take breaks away from social media and your phone.
Ain't no breaking up. Take breaks. Sorry. It was in my head.
And make sure you're practicing self-care and self-love. And what were the steps again?
One. Okay. The first step is going to be to forgive yourself. Next thing you're going to do is be kind to yourself. Next thing you're going to do is practice gratitude. Stop comparing yourself to others. Don't worry about outside opinions. And lastly, but definitely most importantly, process your fears. Get into it. That was good.
Hey, really how you feeling? Our guest. First guest.
Thank y'all for having me. I added something.
You did. You definitely
did.
You did. Some good tips.
Will I be invited back?
Most definitely.
Okay.
So, and I feel like to end off our episode of today, guys, let's go ahead and do that scripture
of the day.
Our scripture of the day comes from Psalms chapter 139, verse 13 through 14. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well.
Amen. Thank you guys for coming to our podcast today.
Deuces.
Be sure. Wait, what they got to drop in the comments. Be sure to let us know.
Oh yeah.
Do you take social media breaks, and when do you
say God is great?
Yeah,
God is amazing.
And let us know, as always, what else you want us to talk about. Because we definitely need more topics, and we'll talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
See you next video.
Peace out.
Oh wait, and also please buy Pink Friday 2.
Support the queen. Support the queen.
Support the queen. Up the club up.
Up the club up.
Is this what we promoted on our video?
It sure is. Mess that club up, y'all.